And we're back.
All right, we're good.
I think we're good.
We got it fixed, everyone.
All right, sweet.
I can wave now.
Okay. So, should be fun editing this.
Right. Just keep going, Mike.
Okay. So as we make some last minute adjustments here.
Oh, it's. I think it's not that your head. Okay.
It's probably zoomed in. Right.
Welcome to Tech Central.
We don't have a tech team.
Place of nightmares.
We do not have a tech team.
There we go.
There.
Our tech team is playing well right.
Says bottom cam looks odd. And
That's why it's.
ST.
Wait, what's on?
Oh boy. Okay. So.
We're professionals.
Well, it wasn't our fault.
Alrighty. So. Let's go ahead and go around the table and introduce my kingdom for tonight.
Alistair Grayson. The lonely, sad, and true.
Marilyn Alcott. It's a normal, not sad, kind of sad. Oh wow, I think we're all sad. Malkavian.
If you're a vampire, you're a sad boy. Sad boy or sad girl. It's one way or the other.
Dr. Ilrin Ruth. Clinch me.
Are you sad though?
Not sad. Not sad.
How's your wife and kids doing?
Oh my god.
My name is Elijah Israel. I'll be your storyteller this evening.
None of your business.
They're dead, aren't they? Very dead.
So, coterie, we were in the middle of combat.
Oh yeah.
As you have just witnessed Morgan enlarge herself to this gigantic form, she overlooks the crumbling platform that you're on that used to be the throne room.
Oh, she's like massive. Then.
She's massive. So I want you to think of Asmodeus from Diablo 3.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So,
Huge boss then.
huge boss.
All right.
As you watch as Lazarus is raised in the middle of the throne room up in the air, he looks as if he's gasping for air as you watch as 3 purple portals open up above you. And begin to see something drop from inside of it. You see this tip of a purple crystal starting to drop down towards the platform. They begin to slowly lower, and as they come into view, they hit the floor. And you watch as these purple beams fly up towards Lazarus and begin to attack him. You watch as he starts to become translucent, and you begin to see through him. So, who's first? Top of the round. I believe we have different initiative orders, correct?
It'd be Erwin, Alistair, Marilyn.
Okay. Erwin, it is top of the round. You're going first. You're currently witnessing Morgan casting some sort of spell. And as she does these purple giant crystals, they're about 8 feet tall, and they're rather wide. As they lower down and begin to summon these beams forth and attack Lazarus, they appear to be either sapping the life out of him or doing something harmful. What would you like to do?
Are the crystals within reach?
Yes, they are. They are actually not too far. You can move up to one if you'd like to.
I would, like to take it.
You would like to attack it. So I believe you're still in Urgoyle form.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and give me, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to punch it, claw at it, hit it with your tail?
We'll try a tail attack.
Tail attack, okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me strength and brawl or strength and athletics? Whatever's the highest pool for you. There is a difficulty for this. I need a success of 5 from you.
You got this.
Spit on her like she's...
Spit in her mouth specifically.
I'll do willpower.
Okay. Five. Okay. Wow. All right. Type something down real quick. All right. You watch as Urgoyle lunges into action. He comes up quick around the right side and hits one of these crystals with his tail. You watch as it connects, shattering. You watch one of the beams dissipate and only 2 remain. As you do this, Urgoyle, you watch as Lazarus begins to regain control, it looks like, but he appears to be still being sapped of power or what have you. Alistair, it is your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my way. How are the crystals positioned?
So they are close enough so that you can move up to 1, but it only looks like you would have enough distance to make it to 1 on your turn. So they're placed 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and 1 in the middle.
So which one was just destroyed?
The one on the far right.
So the one on the left and the middle are still there.
Correct.
If I moved to the outside of the left and I missile leaped through that crystal, could I hit the other one too?
Possibly, but it'd be rather hard. So
Okay.
you can attempt it if you like.
I'm going to go ahead because I popped everything before the fight started. So I'm going to move over there. And with my Flesh of Marble activated and my Soaring Leap, I want to try to missile shoot my way through the left crystal, and I'm aiming for the middle crystal too.
Okay. So this is a bit of a maneuver play. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the difficulty to... Let's go ahead and make it... Let's make it 13. So to shatter both, I need a success of 13 from you.
All right, what's the roll?
It's going to be strength and athletics.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to Blood Surge.
Okay.
Sweet.
And my 2 extra ones. All right.
Wow.
4. Is there triple? Is there two criticals? Damn, there's only 1. Okay, I may be able to re-roll that. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. There's 2. Oh, there is 2 criticals. There is 2 right there. Okay, so that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14.
Punch it in its crystal dick.
You watch Alistair as he leaps and he lines himself up between these 2 crystals. He gets to a almost like a charging stance, and you watch as he soaring leaps and using his sheer power and missiles through both crystals. You watch as they shatter. The beams subside, and you watch as Lazarus falls to the ground.
Are you all right?
I'll be fine.
How do we take care of her? She looks fucking unstoppable.
Very good, my dog. Marilyn, it's your turn.
What is she doing?
As you watch as these 3 crystals shatter, you watch as she begins to cast another spell, swirling her hands around, muttering some sort of incantation.
I'm gonna do the strands.
Okay.
And I want to lasso her hands up all
I'm gonna
good.
try to lasso her hands. Okay. All right. Why don't you
Also,
go?
don't know how to lasso nothing.
All right. So this is going to be a bit of a finesse. So you can either give me a Dex and Brawl or Dex and Athletics.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that's 3 dice. Alright. Okay, that's 2.
2.
Oh wait, yeah. 5 hours for nothing. No good reason.
Okay. So you go to lasso one of her hands. You watch as it wraps around her giant hand. You just see her bring her fist up and snaps your strands, and you watch as they dissipate into nothing. All right. Morgan's turn. as you watch Lazarus starting to regain his strength and get up, you see her swirl her hands, and you watch as she brings them above her, and you see as portals begin to open, a bunch of small purple portals, and you see something beginning to leave it, and it gives out this screech. You hear this blood-curdling scream as these black, shadowy bolts begin to aim towards you. I'm going to need Dex and Athletics from every single coterie member, and I need you to beat a difficulty of 3, please. If you do not pass, let me know.
I don't pass.
3.
3?
Success.
Success. All right. As you watch as these shadowy bolts come down, and they scream as they begin to plummet. Alistair and Urgoyle, you dodge out of the way, and you watch as Marilyn is pelted with these bolts, and she disappears in this shadowy mist. Marilyn, why don't you go ahead and take 2 points of damage? It is superficial. And you are going to half this damage. Urgoyle, Alistair, as you watch these bolts connect with the ground, you begin to watch as the ground begins to grow green, and then you watch as an explosion and a flash of light explode from it, and you see these avian creatures that you splashed from earlier begin to summon out of these green portals on the ground. Marilyn, as you're hit with this and you begin to regain composure, you watch as this avian creature begins to crawl out of this green hole from its missile and start to lunge towards you. All right. Top of the round, Urgoyle, you are currently, it looks like this avian were creature is beginning to approach you. You watch as every single spot where it hit on the ground, these creatures emerged from.
Okay. I will try to tackle the big one that's approaching me.
Okay, all right. So you're going to try to tackle him. Same as before. Actually, tell you what. Since this is a bit of a grapple maneuver, why don't you go ahead and give me strength and athletics on this one? And just let me know how many successes you get. 2 successes. All right. Unfortunately, this avian creature is too fast as you dart right past it as it dodges out of the way. As you stumble and begin to regain your composure and you pick yourself back up, you see it's readying an attack. Alistair, it is your turn.
All right. How many of the birds do I see?
You see 3.
3 of them.
And there's one by Marilyn, one by Urgoyle, and one by you. As you regain your composure, you see that your coterie is currently being engaged. What would you like to do?
All right. I'll currently. I'll try to take out the one that just near me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to rush forward. I'm going to attack that with my fist. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to maim and maul it until it's dead. And as I do, I'm going to be shouting out towards Lazarus, like, Lazarus, do you got any plans here?
I'm trying. I think I'm all right. I just need just a few more moments.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll against the bird.
We out here fighting birds.
He's a dice cuss. You can't hold them all.
It's an 8.
8?
8.
And actually, Alistair, as you go to maim and maul this bird, as you draw your fist back, you notice something. It's never happened before. As you draw your fist back, you feel this vacuum of air follow your arm as you almost watch as this bird fall into this vortex and begin to come closer to you as you deliver this punch, and you watch as Alistair just turn this bird into mist. And you watch as feathers and guts and visceral fluid just fly everywhere.
Ew.
That's new.
All right, Marilyn, it's your turn.
Is that the bird that was coming looking at me? Is that a different bird?
Alistair dispersed his avian creature. There is currently one in front of you.
It's looking at me?
It is looking at you sideways.
Yeah, okay. Is there anywhere I can hide?
Hide. Unfortunately, no. The door, you are literally on a floating platform. So you could attempt, but you could also use your discipline too if you choose to do so.
Unseen passage? Or which one?
If you want to.
Well, are we breaking the rules? Am I allowed to break the rule on that one? Because it says someone looking at me, it's not going to work.
But yeah, there's currently no place to really hide behind. It was more of a kind of an auditorium-style throne room where it's kind of like a bowl or upside-down dome. And unfortunately, with the current situation, there isn't. You could hide behind Urgwell. He's rather
I'm going to hide behind Urgoyle.
Okay. Urgwell, you watch as Marilyn dashes behind one of your wings.
Success.
All right, and you disappear.
All right. I'm going to start getting closer to Morgan.
Okay. She is rather large. So her torso and is what you see. Her arms almost wrap around the whole entire platform. But as you get closer, you actually, what side of her would you like to get on?
I'll do the left side.
Left side? Okay. As you come up on her left side, you kind of look up and you see her as she's scanning the room, looking all around. All right. All right, Coterie, I need another round of Dex and Athletics, except for Marilyn.
That's good, because it's only 3.
What was it?
We need a success of what?
3.
1, 2, 3. I got exactly 3.
Okay, Urgwell.
Got 1.
1. All right, go ahead and take 2 points, half it. And again, this barrage of shadow bolts pelt the coterie. Urgwell, you take a couple hits to the chest, and as you watch the bolt hit the ground, again, you see this green pool begin to form, and you watch as another avian creature crawls out of it. And then the same for you, Alistair, as you watch another one come out of it.
All right.
All right. So, there is a total now of 4 creatures on the ground right now. All right, Coterie. Top of the round is going to be Urgwell's turn.
I'm just going to try to grab him and just rip him apart.
Rip them apart. You do have 2 in front of you right now.
Then I'll just concentrate on 1.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me strength and brawl or strength and athletics, whatever maneuver you'd like to do.
You just gotta believe.
1.
Oh my god, literally all blank. What is that?
I have rolls tonight.
Okay. As you go to claw and maul this avian creature that just appeared, it dodges your attacks with ease. And as you miss, looks like they're starting to set up to swarm you. Alistair, it is your turn.
All right. So now there's more birds again.
Correct. There's a total of 4 now.
They're coming from the sky from these portals that are open up. And Morgan's still casting, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move to the next closest one towards me. And this time I'm going to grab the avian creature by its classic Alistair collarbone. And I want to lift it up and use it as a missile and chuck it towards Morgan's face.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, and for that roll, I'm going to need a strength and athletics.
Got it.
And just let me know how many successes you get.
The old turtles in time technique.
All right, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only a 4.
Only a 4. All right. Well, as you grab this avian creature and you grab it by its collarbone and you throw it like a missile towards Morgan, you watch as her eyes dart towards it, and she brings up her hand, and you watch as the avian creature pauses midair. She freezes it, and you watch as she throws it down below her as it falls into the vortex. You watch as lightning hits it, and it explodes.
All right, don't go into the vortex.
All right, Marilyn, it's your turn.
I want to try to scan her over. Does it seem like there's anywhere she's like drawing her power from? Is it all like internal?
You give me a roll for that. Why don't you give me intelligence and occult? And I'll tell you what, why don't you give me a success of 5?
Four bestial.
4 and a bestial. So you scan frantically, you start to panic, you look around and you begin to see these small floating purple crystals around her. You can only assume this is where it's coming from. As you're observing, you watch as a bit of lightning comes down by your feet and strikes. As you panic, you actually accidentally bump into one of these avian creatures and you drop obfuscate.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. All right, Coterie. Again, Dex and Athletics, please. Difficulty 3.
Fail.
Fail. All right. Go ahead and take a point of damage.
We have another pass for me.
All right, so both of you passed.
Yep.
And once again, you watch as these shadowy bolts come crashing down. And you see these green portals open up, and you watch as more avian creatures come out of it. All right, now there's a total of 6 on the ground. All right. Coterie. I'm gonna need some rolls here. Urgoyle, can you give me Dex and Athletics?
Three.
Okay. Again.
Two.
Okay. Again.
Two.
Okay. Alistair, I need 3 Dex and Athletics rolls from you.
5 for the first one.
Okay.
7 for the second one.
Okay.
Four for the third one.
All right. Marilyn, as you pop out of Obfuscate and you watch as these 6 avian creatures all begin to turn on your coterie members and they one at a time begin to attack, and then you watch as Alistair, he's completely ganged up on as 3 of them jump at the same time. With ease, you watch as Alistair, he brings in close and he thrashes them back off of him. Urgoyle actually does the same. He brings his wing up and takes it and as a defensive shield blocks all the attacks. All right, neither one of you took any damage with that. And then again, top of the round.
So there's 3 on me now?
There's 3 on you and there's 3 on Alistair.
Okay. Alright. I don't know if I'm able to do this, but I want to grab 2 of them by the head, smash them together, and at the same time put my foot or clawed foot, hoof, whatever, on the other one and slam him on the ground.
Try attack 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and give me strength? And tell you what, strength and brawl or strength and athletics? Whatever's the highest pool for you.
No.
And just tell me how many successes you get.
5.
You got 5?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is what happens. You watch as Urgwil, in a blink of speed, you watch as he almost disappears. He zooms up and you watch as a dust and a plume of dirt flies up in the air, and he grabs these 2 avian creatures by the throats and he slams them together, taking their innards and just splattering all over his arms. As in the midst of carnage, he watches his giant foot comes up and Spartan kicks this creature in the chest, and he watches it flies into the vortex and explodes. Alistair, it's your turn.
Where is the vortex?
It is actually on the outside of this floating throne room. If you only took a few steps back, you would fall right into it.
All right. Okay. And I got 3 on me.
Correct.
This will depend on whether or not you will let me do this.
Sure.
But I want to, if they're all looking towards me, I want to use Mesmerize. And since I have Terminal Decree, I just want to look at them and just go, jump.
Okay. Yes, you can do this.
So I believe it's Manipulation and my... It's either, I think it's Manipulation and Dominate.
Okay. Tell me how many successes you get.
All right. It's gonna be 5 successes.
Okay. So you give this command, jump. And you watch as they single file jump and they soar into this vortex, and one at a time. Marilyn, it is your turn. You just watched as Urgoyle dispatched 3 of them, and then Alistair, by just uttering jump, sent these avian creatures to their demise. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to lasso those crystals that you said I saw.
Try to lasso them? Sure thing.
Not actually lasso, but
There's crystals in the air?
Crystals that she saw floating around Morgan.
We don't.
Oh, we don't see it? Okay.
All right, why don't you go give me a dex and either... Why don't we make this dex and melee?
and I add my roll for
Your web, yep.
That's 4.
Okay. As you summon forth your strands once again, and you see these crystals floating around Morgan, Coterie, you watch as these red strands fly from Marilyn's fingertips and wrap around these crystals. Marilyn, you actually capture around about 4 of them, and they're not large. They're not the same size as the ones that were in capturing Lazarus. As you wrap your strands around them, you kind of feel them almost kind of gliding in the air as you're starting to fly them around like a kite. Okay. watch as Morgan brings her hands down on the platform and she grabs them with her hands. You watch as her eyes flash purple and these strands of light come and bleed off her eyes, and as they do, you watch as she lowers her head towards Alistair. I think it's time that a dog starts to be obedient towards his master. Alistair, wits and composure, please.
Right, and composure. It is my worst roll.
Imagine that.
Still a million dice.
That is 1 success.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is what happens. You watch as her eyes flash purple, and as she looks at Alistair, you see these purple translucent chains come from her, and they begin to shackle Alistair and his wrists as they drag you down to your knees, Alistair. You feel this burning sensation on the back of your neck where your seal's at. Oh, this should take much time at all, my dear dog. Let's see how long it takes you to tear apart your own coterie. All right, coterie. Top of the round. You watch as Morgan is beginning to train up Alistair. You see on the back of his neck glows this light, violet light that shines from it. As this happens, though, you watch as she bursts into a swarm of ravens, and you watch as her material self comes down in the middle of the platform, overlooking Lazarus, who's still recuperating.
So I see him chained up,
Correct.
and I don't see the crystals in there.
You don't see the crystals in air, but you just watch as Morgan land. She's no longer gigantic.
I would like to pop prowess,
All right.
pass, and then I am going to try to break his chain.
Okay. All right. Why don't I get a strength? How are you trying to break them? Are you trying to use force and, let's say, like karate chop them in half, or are you actually trying to pull them apart and break?
I'll try striking them.
You gonna try striking them?
Yes.
Okay. So go and give me strength and brawl.
14. Six.
6. Okay. This is what happens. Urgoyle, as you bring your fist back and you draw your arm all the way back and you deliver this incredible punch, as you do, you see that the chains are translucent and they glow with this violet light. As you watch your fist connect with the chains, you see something happen. You watch as your skin, this green light almost shoots up it. And this Dwemer, as it hits and connects, you almost feel like you are punching nothing as you watch as the chains just burst and shatter and dissipate. And one arm comes free. All right. So, it's going to go to Alistair's turn. Alistair, unfortunately, you lose your action, but you can do another wits and composure roll.
Right. So roll.
Can you do this one hand?
I'll go ahead. It's not worth it. 1 again.
1 again? Okay. Unfortunately, even with having one arm free, you can feel whatever is happening through this magic is overtaking your soul.
Arwen, get away from me!
All right. Marilyn, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna. How close is one of the? Is there a portal close by to where I got the crystals all lassoed?
So you are currently almost flying them like a kite. Now they're still floating in the air. What would you like to do?
I want to yeet them into a portal.
I'm going to try to lead them into a portal?
Yeah.
There is that giant vortex that's down below, so if that's what you want to do,
Yeet.
try to yeet them.
Change of the ground, will you?
So same roll as before, and just let me know how many successes you get.
Oh, sweet. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so this is what happens. Marilyn, you actually clap your hands together, and as you do, you entwine your fingers. And as this happens, you watch as the red strands entangle themselves and almost twirl, and you watch as these purple crystals begin to twirl, and you take both hands and you slam it down as you watch as these crystals plummet into the vortex. And as this happens, can I please get a Dex and Athletics from Marilyn and Urkel?
Be gone, thought.
I just need a straightforward roll of 2 successes, please.
Oh, Lord. Got Bestial.
Bestial.
That's it.
I got a... What would that be?
I don't know which one's which. What's what?
Well, that one is a bestial, and then I got also a...
That's a messy critical.
Sorry, a messy critical, and then also a critical success.
Okay.
That makes sense. And so, but altogether, 5.
So this is what happens.
Oh.
As you plummet these crystals into this vortex, you watch as in a few seconds you see small explosions happening within the vortex.
Uh-oh.
You watch as... And the side of the platform that you're on, Marilyn, begins to crumble.
Oh, no.
You feel yourself beginning to lose grip as you begin to plummet towards the ground. Ergo, as you feel this shake and this rumble on this platform, you actually dig deep and you claw your hands into the platform. Watching Marilyn fall, you actually launch yourself, grabbing her and holding onto the platform. So,
My hero.
little reward for the double critical there.
I got you.
So, all right. Top of the round, Coterie. Urkel, it is your turn. You currently have Marilyn in hand.
I like to pull her back up and then run over to Alistair and break the other chain.
Give me strength and brawl.
What did you say?
Break the other chain.
Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. What the hell?
7.
7. Same as before. You watch as your hand comes back and you punch that chain, and as that happens, you see that same Dwemer come over it, and you almost whiff right through it. But as it happens, you watch as the magic disperses from your Alistair. Alistair, as this happens, you regain control.
Look alive, Alistair.
Thank you.
As you regain consciousness and you regain composure, Alistair, as you come to, you look over at Morgan and you see she's in this almost dizzy state. You see she's kind of stunned, reeling back from something that happened.
So she's open? All right. As soon as I see that she's open, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start sprinting. Mm-hmm. And then as I sprint, I wanna make my way right up towards her. I wanna go ahead and I'm gonna try to grip around her, grab her by from the back, like bear hug her.
Okay. All right. Give me strength and athletics. Is this a subduing grapple, or is this you trying to snap her in half grapple?
This is me trying to grab her and subdue her, but also inflict damage.
Okay.
Crush her rib cage.
Hot dogger.
Hot dogger.
Hot dog boner. Like the hunter.
That sounds awful. That sounds real bad.
Hot dogger.
That was weird. There's a lot of 7s. 5, 6.
Even less.
That's weird. There's 5 7s and the total number was 7.
Whoa.
What if you got 6 6s?
That means an angel's trying to talk to you.
Does it?
Gonna
So
tell
this
you
is what
you're a
happens,
bad
Scotery.
boy.
As Alistair regains his composure and consciousness, you watch as he rushes up to Morgan, and as she's stunned, he grapples her and squeezing her. Alistair, you begin to feel as her bones begin to break and shatter. As you grab a hold of her, she wakes up quickly from her stun, looking you deep in the eyes. Oh, you brute! Put me down. You watch as she begins to cough up blood, and her eyes begin to bleed. Marilyn, it's your turn.
So she's normal size now?
Yes.
Are there any more crystals in the sky?
No.
Alright, they're all gone. So you just holding her?
So if I have her subdued, and if she's speaking to me, I'm gonna speak back towards her. I know you know how to take this off.
You watch as she begins to gargle up blood. Marilyn.
I'm gonna walk up to Alistair. Alistair, we gotta eat her. Throw her in. Throw her in now. End it. Game over, bitch.
What would you like to do?
Well, I can't pull her away. I'm definitely not stronger than Alistair. Guess I gotta push Alistair in. Can I hold my turn? Or just pass my turn?
You could.
Okay.
I mean, you could, if you want to, you could inflict damage on her. I mean, she is currently bear hugged, so.
I mean, seems kind of dirty. Seems kind of dirty. All right. No, I'm just gonna tell Alistair to eat her into the hole.
Alistair, Marilyn begins to tell you frantically to yeet her into the hole.
I don't understand what that word is,
Throw her,
but I'm
throw
assuming
her.
it means kill her with the hole. But I don't think I can do anything right now.
All right, Urgoyle, it's your turn.
I'm gonna walk up to Alistair and Morgan. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Oh my god.
Okay. So give me strength and brawl.
If I see him about ready to do this, I'm going to tell him, do not punch her.
Why?
I still need something.
She's done bad things. She must pay.
So are you holding action?
Yes, but I'm very close.
Alistair, it's now your turn.
All right. As soon as it's my turn, I'm going to go ahead and look towards her. Do you want to live?
You'll never be free.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bury my fist into her lower spine. And I'm going to snap her spine away from her pelvis so she's incapable of walking. I want her to scream, and as she does, or as I do this, I'm going to grab her. Scream for me.
Okay.
Why couldn't I punch her in the face?
Okay, so go ahead and give me strength and brawl.
Do not punch her, because I'm gonna do something much worse.
I'm not done yet.
Oh my god. My safe word is more.
My safe word is more.
Jesus Christ. Morgan's getting taken to the pink dungeon.
On your knees.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
You told him the hot dog, right?
I meant like fold her in. Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Can I add one more thing to this?
Sure.
I'm gonna pop my fangs.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
We pop our drinks too.
No, I don't.
And as I, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10.
Okay.
As I perform this action, if she falls down to the ground, I'm going to prepare to Diablerize her.
Okay. There you go.
Things out?
I know I can't do it this round, but I'm just gonna prep.
What's wrong with you?
So, if that is how you want to do it, then okay. As you plunge your hand deep into her stomach and you reach her spinal column and you snap it like a twig, she gives out this blood-curdling scream. Coterie, as you watch this happen, you can visibly see his hand go and grab her spine and snap it. You see his fangs pop and he plunges it deep into her neck.
Okay.
Alistair, so you want to go ahead and go forth the Diab?
As I have her neck to the side and my fangs are popped, I'm going to whisper into her ear. I have survived hundreds of years with this seal on me. I have made fields of blood and bone. And if I am not strong enough to survive, then so be it. But you will face oblivion, and your blood has power. That is now mine.
Can I use my action to take my shoe off and hit him in the head?
Go ahead and give me strength and...
Oh my! I got spiky
strength and
heels too. That's
melee,
gonna hurt,
please.
bitch. All right. That's a 2.
2.
It's a 2 in the head.
I also have flesh of marble.
Fuck your flesh and marble. Hit your head.
Are you trying to dodge this?
I'm not trying to.
If she misses, I'll pick it up and hand it back to her.
Okay. Coterie, as you watch Marilyn take her shoe off and slap it across Alistair's ear, he doesn't even budge.
Alistair, what are you doing?
Alistair, as you begin to sink your fangs into Morgan and consume that vitae, could I now please get a willpower roll from you?
Touch it.
I'm glad I didn't spend the willpower earlier.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can you crit on willpowers? Or is that...
It's a crit.
Okay. So
Where
it'd be
beats in the hedge stays in the hedge.
6.
Okay. So this is what happens. Alistair, as you do this, you begin to be overwhelmed by the sheer power of her blood. It's completely different when you consumed Armita. You've felt that feeling before, but something's off. As you hit with this inertia, you almost reel back and you feel queasy, sick. As you consume this blood, your vision becomes skewed. You begin to almost... You feel like you're falling over. Alistair is now has completely dropped Morgan as you watch as Morgan begins to dissipate and almost turn into this purple mist and disappear. Well, I hope you all. And you watch as she dissipates into nothing. Alistair, as you are stumbling and you are falling, you almost watch as Alistair almost plummets down into the void that's below you. Would you like to
I'll grab him.
take an action?
You gonna grab him?
He's about to fall, right?
You're gonna grab him?
Maybe we should let him.
No, I'll grab him. I'll grab him by the... Yeah, how's he falling? Like face first?
It looks like he's about to fall in, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just grab him by the collar.
Okay,
Hold
as
him
you grab him the collar, you pull him back. As you pull Alistair, he almost feels like he's going through some sort of seizure as he's convulsing. You see the purple light on his neck begin to glow again. As you begin to try to settle him down, you watch as his seal on the back of his neck begins to disappear. As you turn him over, you see his eyes. They are bright purple. His mouth is almost emanating this light too from inside.
What is that? I don't see Lazarus anywhere. Is he still hanging out?
You see as Lazarus begins to get up and start to approach the three of you.
Lazarus, what the fuck?
We need to get out of here.
Agreed.
I don't think it's going to hold.
Wait,
That stupid boy. He grabs Alistair and he begins to hoist him up and put him on his feet. Alistair, can I please get another willpower roll for him?
Bro, if you eat us tonight, I will never forgive you.
The final boss was always out.
It's another five. It's a 5.
5? Okay. You're starting to come through too, but the voices are muffled. Your vision's still a bit blurry. You begin to hear voices within your head once again.
Pleasure. Gotta bring the waffles.
Bring the waffles.
You hear Roker's voice emanate throughout your head.
Okay.
Boy, what are you doing?
I'm being stronger than you are. You gave up. You couldn't follow the path. I will follow the path.
It was never about power, boy.
I don't care about the power. I need to be strong enough to protect everyone.
Also, you begin to see visions. Flashes of images begin to bleed into your mind. But they're not your own. As you come to, you see you're in a familiar setting, but at a different point of view. You see a crowd of kindred gathered around, and in the center, you see an individual completely disrobed, chained up, and a dead grue at his feet. You look down at your hands, and you see petite, feminine hands. You watch as she wades through the crowd and makes her way towards the back. You see she approaches a shrouded individual. Is it done? Yes. The seal is on Alphonse, like we agreed. Good. Hopefully, this shields him from Brunhilde. I don't care about that. All I care about is being alone with my Maggie and you and your court. Stop pestering us. A deal's a deal. The vision fades. We have to get out of here.
Well, how we get out?
So you see debris beginning to fall, and a platform beginning to dissipate. All right. Well, could you please, you see that door over there? And he points towards a dilapidated frame. Can you hoist that up for me?
Of course. I'll go over here. I'll pick it up.
Strength and athletics, please.
I don't like that. I don't like what I'm seeing. Can we hurry this up?
I've never seen a kindred drink true flame blood.
I don't know why he would want to begin with. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. But he's making weird noises. It's freaking me out.
As you begin to hoist this frame up, stone and rubble and brick fall off it. As you hoist it all the way up, you push it up with all your might. You watch as Lazarus hands over Alistair towards Marilyn. I need you to hold him, please. Hold him.
I'm like holding him as far away from me as possible.
I don't mean to this of you.
Don't talk to me, you're being weird.
So he approaches the frame quickly. You watch as his hands come up, and he summons forth a portal, and it begins to glow blue. Right. Get him through there.
I'm gonna try to push him.
So you push him.
That was the scariest 5 seconds of my life.
All right, get through it.
I'll pop through.
You watch as Lazarus summons forth these vines of herb oil, and they begin to wrap around the frame and secure it. As you watch as this happens, you see him lean back with all of his weight and hold back the door from falling. All right, you two.
I step through.
As you all come through, you pile out that closet door at Alistair's Haven on top of each other.
Ew. I'm getting away from him.
All right.
I want to be next to him. Won't eat. It's just the three of us?
As the door closes, you just see the coterie.
Oh no. You think Lazarus is gonna be okay?
Alistair, can I please get one last willpower roll from you, please?
Oh, please don't need me, please don't need me, please don't
So
need me.
he'll be fine.
It's actually the best one. 7.
You finally snap out of it.
Where am I? What happened?
You ate Morgan. You slurped her up like a fucking slushie.
Is she dealt with?
Yeah, I'd say she's dealt with.
You tell us.
Did it work?
You mean eating her? Did eating her
Is
work?
Lazarus fine? It says
I don't know. He pushed us through a portal to get back here, and he didn't come with.
Strack, Oscar, release. All right. Are the two of you all right?
Yeah, are
We're
you all right?
fine. We're worried about you. Let it out.
What's he puking up?
You watch him puke up this vitae, and it appears to be black in color. You watch as it bubbles, begins to sizzle like acid.
Alistair, what the hell were you thinking?
I was expecting to die.
What?
I didn't think I would live through that. I was making sure she could never come back. Ever.
All you had to do was eat her, like I told you to. You didn't have to go and eat her like that.
We don't know if that would work, Marilyn. She came back when we sealed her off before.
Oh, alright, so now you have like her essence inside of you. How's that gonna work any better?
Marilyn, with all due respect, she took 500 years of my own life. I was not going to let her get away. I was not going to let her go unpunished. I'm sorry if that's selfish.
Maybe.
I'm gonna feel my...
You start to feel around.
I take my clothes off and
All right.
show my back.
Okay.
Is it there?
Nope.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
So,
Is he decent?
Yeah.
I'll put my shirt back on.
Alright.
It's gone.
You know, worse yet, we don't know where Memphis is. Your dogs are in there somewhere. Memphis is in there somewhere.
We should probably see if that sword is still there.
Yes. Yes, we should.
Alistair,
Let's go.
you should make those kind of decisions. If she comes back again, we could beat her again. But not without you.
Let's go see if that sword's there.
So you three begin to walk away from the closet. You watch as that closet door opens up once again, and you watch as this blue light begins to bleed from it. And you hear,
Turn around. Struck. Oscar, Blitz.
you watch as they pile out of the doorway and they begin to scamper over towards you.
Get down on my knees. That's good. That's good. That's a good boy.
You watch as the door closes.
Uh-oh.
This has been a long night for you two. Go lay down, please.
You watch as they slowly walk off.
Alistair, I feel like we should let Kaido know what happened.
Is Kaido around?
I don't see him.
He was here before we left. I don't know how long we've been gone. What time is it?
So you look at your phone. It appears that it's the next night already.
Oh, shit.
Have I missed my meeting with Vlad?
It's rather early in the night.
All right.
And it doesn't appear you have any missed text messages or emails. Though, as you start going through your histories, checking for any messages from Vlad, you do see that Kaido and a couple other random numbers have called you.
I'm gonna call Kaido. We were gone longer than I was hoping.
So you call, and you ring through. Hey,
Kaido.
hang on. I'm actually hear him kind of fumbling around. And the whine of his Hayabusa begins to slow. Where are you at?
We're at the manor. Where are you?
I'm actually just pulling up right now.
All right. Erwin and Marilyn are here too. Come inside.
Are you okay? As you hang up, you hear quick feet as he bolts through the door. Hey, you guys okay?
Yeah, what do you mean it was longer than you expected? What time is it?
It's the next night. Kaido, where's Diedrich?
He's all right. He's secure.
Secure where? And how? With who?
He's with the other Primogen right now.
I don't like that.
All right, he's fine. I got Damien and the rest of the hounds on him.
Nope.
Marilyn, he's in good hands.
I gotta go.
Okay, can you guys explain to me where you've been?
We went to Lazarus. Lazarus apparently is alive, or kind of. I'm not sure, but he came to fulfill a promise for Marilyn to take her on a date, a one-night date. He asked for Memphis, myself, and Erwin to help. We went with him, and everything was fine. It was peaceful, and next thing you know, Memphis disappeared from us. And then as we continued on, Morgan showed up, she tried killing Lazarus or imprisoning him or taking him. We fought her and we killed her. And I made sure she's gone. Forever.
Bye.
I diablerized her.
Yeah.
Okay. You can turn that off now, right?
I could.
Okay. Well, don't worry, there's no fires on this side. And I took care of your Uber Eats problem.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can try to call Memphis, and as Kaido begins to speak, Alistair, your phone rings.
Pick it up. Answer.
Good evening, comrade.
Vlad, how are you?
Good. I hope you are ready for a departure tonight.
Yes, I'll meet you there at our scheduled time.
Good. Make sure you're at the docks. I have secured detail. You don't have to worry about being too discreet. I've taken care of everything. Make sure you pack what you need, but I'm sure if you're like a kindred like myself, you could just wear the clothes on your back.
A wanderer finds many things of value during his travels, more so than the things he started the journey with.
I actually have planned a itinerary for us. There are going to be a few stops on our travels. It should be fun.
I could use some fun. I will see you soon, Vlad.
See you soon.
Hang up the phone.
Who was that?
That was Vlad. I'll be leaving with him tonight.
You have any idea when you're gonna be back, or?
After tonight, I will be back. I want to look at all of you in the eye, and I will tell you this. If there is even a drop of blood in my body, I will return to Chicago. The things that I have done, the things I have experienced, everything, they would all be moot if for so many years I grew bitter, not being able to grow old and have a family and die. Now I realize that I too have a family. All of you are my family. But I have to go. I have to go for a little bit, and I will be back. Okay?
You watch as Kaido doesn't do anything, and he approaches you, and he comes up and he embraces you. He grabs you from the back of the head and presses his forehead towards yours. You take as long as you need. I'll make sure these two stay out of trouble, and then wherever Memphis is at, I'll take care of that too.
Very well. Kaido, as of tonight, you are released.
You feel his grasp drop, and he takes a few steps back and... Are you sure?
Now I ask you, as a fellow kindred, not as your sire, to make sure Memphis doesn't kill himself.
I'll make sure of that.
My home, my haven, is for all of you to use. Marilyn, if you promise not to feed Struck, Oscar, and Blitz chicken nuggets, I would like you to take care of them for me.
I mean, I can't promise I won't give them the occasional nuggie, but for the most part, I'll give them their diet.
Thank you. Darwin,
Yeah.
the offer still stands. I need you to take care of... I need you to take care of the new cryo program.
I'll start right away. I'd change out, but I'll be naked and no clothes here.
It's fine. I know all too often being nude in uncomfortable situations. I have...
Are you leaving like now?
I'm going to pack a very light bag, and I will... how much time do I have?
You still have quite a bit of time, so...
I have a few hours before I'm leaving, so I'm gonna pack a small bag, and I want to spend my last few moments before I leave with all of you. And I wish I could be here to deal with the Felix situation, but I know you all can take care of it. I know you won't let Deidre get hurt now. All of you have grown so much since we all started.
Thanks, Alistair.
I'm gonna go ahead and silently walk out to go pack a bag.
Alistair leaves the scene to go pack his bags. You too. You find yourself with Kaido. You're kind of near that small table that still has Mickey sitting upon it. The last you saw Mickey was within Lazarus' hands. You see 3 dead autumn leaves sitting in front of it.
I'm gonna go over and pick it up. How'd you get back here, Mickey?
You pick up Mickey. You see a little damage has been repaired. There's no burn marks. The stitching is fresh. You almost smell the autumn breeze on it. And as you bring it up, the head drooping down, you watch as it slowly begins to raise up. And as it does, you hear meh.
Oh no. Okay.
Francis? Oh.
You watch as one of its ears begin to twitch.
Alright. I'm gonna hold him and like hug him. I speak Bible, Demon
Hug him.
Slayer. I missed you.
Marilyn.
Oh. Yeah?
Meh.
Oh god, I have to feed my bunny blood now? Alright, I'm just gonna hold it real close.
As you hold it close, you hear the sounds of claws hitting wood floor. And you see one of Alistair's Doberman peer around the corner, and it looks up towards you.
Hey. I got this, Francis, don't worry. Hey, Strick, bleeds, blunt. Boy, no. I'm push his face away with my foot. Bad dog. Not a toy.
And you watch as it drops its head and begins to leave. Alistair, is there anything particular that you'd like to pack, or are you just packing some clothes and...
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pack just a very light bag of clothes, a few small firearms, and then I just want to grab a photo of the entire coterie.
Grab a photo of the coterie. It was actually a little earlier in your travels. Everyone's still wearing their old outfits. It was actually a photo that was taken by Memphis. You actually see his thumb on his phone screen, and he actually had Kaido printed off for you. So you gather your things. Would you like to return?
Yes.
Coterie, you eventually see Alistair with his bag, and appears that he's ready for his travels.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Oh, I'm gonna set Francis down on the table. I'm gonna walk up to Alistair. Now I'm gonna take off my ring and give it to him. Just something to remember us by, and I kind of hope you find what you're looking for while you're out there. I know you could really use the vacation.
Thank you. And trust me, there's no way that I will forget any of you. I promise I'll be back.
I think it might be wise that you take Freckles with you. It's safer in your hands in Memphis.
As of right now, no one knows how to get into that vault except for me.
He's gonna try.
He can try, but you would need a tank to get through that.
Don't put it past him.
I will reinforce it. And also, are we ignoring the fact that that rabbit just met?
No, that was me. That was me. I'm practicing my I practice ventriloquy when I get nervous.
The trust bunny got fixed.
Don't touch it.
Oh, alright. Sorry.
It doesn't like being touched. Ask first.
Can I pick you up, trust bunny?
You watch as its head raises up towards you.
So yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to bring it up because there's a lot going on right now. I'll figure it out. I'll take care of it.
You watch as he begins to scoot over towards the edge of the table and try to lower himself down. You watch as he drops to his feet. And he looks up towards all three.
Frederick is in Mickey, yes.
Okay. That's a new one.
You know what? It's not the weirdest thing that's happened here.
Listen, everyone, we just gotta act like everything's fine. All right, we got to figure out how to make sure that he doesn't do that in front of normal people.
I'm gonna go ahead and move down. I'm gonna put my hand out, grab Frederick by his small little fluffy hand. It's good to have you back, Frederick. And I'm just going to spend time with them until I have to leave.
So minutes roll by, and then it's turned to hours. And Alistair, it's almost like he blinked. Hours are like seconds to a kindred like yourself. And as you look at your phone and you see you only have a little bit of time left with your coterie before you have to leave with Vlad, you know it's time to go.
It's getting to that time. All right. As much as I would love to stay, it's time for me to get going. Go ahead and grab my bag. Until we meet again.
Till we meet again. It's a couple more months or years to us, right?
We have all the time in the world.
True. It's not goodbye.
Send me postcards. I guess here, I don't have an address. Here, I guess. I'll get them out of your mailbox. You want me to check your mail?
Yes, please.
Alright, I probably won't sort it, but I'll throw it on the counter.
I promise that I will not return without gifts for all of you. So. Goodbye.
Not goodbye.
All right.
See you later,
See you around.
alligator.
I'll see you later, alligator.
I'll see you later, alligator.
And I'll turn and walk out.
So you walk out, assuming you're probably getting one of your vehicles.
Yes, I'll go ahead and grab the Wraith.
You grab the Wraith and you drive off. You begin heading towards the harbor. Driving down that night road, seeing Chicago's lights for one last time before you depart. So you drive past, you actually pass by Kevin's Lofts, and you drive past the red number 5, and you eventually find yourself pulling up towards the harbor, Coterie, back in the haven. As Alistair departs and you hear his vehicle take off and the garage door slowly closes down, Kaido looks at the two of you. Alright. I wasn't going to bring this up with Alistair because obviously he has a lot going on right now, but there is court tonight. And we have to go.
Oh,
It's a private meeting. There's not going to be a lot of kindred there. It's only a select few that have been invited.
I'll need to change clothes.
What's it about?
So you're not going to leave sidelined by the news. There's talks of a war starting. Supposedly, there's anarchs are starting to gather forces. But this is all hearsay right now. Prince is rather paranoid, so it's going to be at a bit of a discreet location. We are the only ones that know about this outside of the Birmingham Council. So, let's get you a change of clothes. You are definitely not going to fit into a vehicle in that form.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I'm not looking.
To change out.
I'm covering Francis's eyes, too.
Alright, why don't you take my... You watch as he takes off his long black coat and hands it towards you. Why don't you cover up with that?
Thank you.
Okay, we can swing by your haven. The meeting's soon, so... why don't we get going? As the three of you walk into the garage, he takes one of the SUVs and the three of you pile in and drive off. Back to Alistair. Alistair, as you begin to pull up to the harbor, you see a rather large, looks like a shipping freight. As you see men walking up and down the docks, loading up cargo. You see Vlad overlooking his men. Do you approach?
Yes, I do.
So you approach. You see that he's dressed in a fine suit. He actually has his long black hair pulled back into a ponytail and tied off.
Bah. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Vlad. Everything in order?
Yes, everything is in order. We should be pushing off there soon.
Very well. What do you look forward to the most out of this?
Some of our stats should be rather fun. The one in particular, I think you enjoy. There is this circle I've been wanting to see. And I thought I think I should bring a +1 to this party.
Sounds like a lovely event. I'd be honored to partake. However, when we get to your homeland,
Yes.
and I'm going to go ahead and kind of pat him on the back as I stand up next to him, there is one thing we're going to have to do. You realize?
And what is that?
Well, obviously see who would win in a fight.
Sure. I look forward to it. It's been a while since I've sparred with a individual like yourself. You could say our stops can be the warm-up.
And I'll have to admit, you'll have to take it easy on me. I've been training with handicap weights for about 600 years now.
Maybe I could teach you a thing or two. I think it'd be rather humorous for a venturer like yourself to learn a discipline that your clan doesn't quite know.
The power of the body is a magnificent thing, Vlad.
When used correctly.
You hear a high-pitched voice, and an individual in a long lab coat comes stumbling off the ship. Ah, you barbarians! And you see an individual with blonde hair and glasses. So, my liege, the Neanderthals that you've hired are handling my equipment with... Oh, who is this?
Greetings, Alistair Grayson. Pleasure to meet you.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Frankenstein. Could you tell them to be a little bit more, delicate? They are shipping... You watch as Vlad begins to pick this small man off the ground.
I grow tired of you talking. Please, could you find a section of the ship and stay there?
Yes, I'm sorry. And you watch as he nervously turns around and begins to run off.
Well, that was satisfying.
Yes, I enjoy choking him. I don't know what it is. It's...
Sometimes you don't even... they didn't do anything. It's just...
Yes.
They just annoy you by talking just constantly.
So annoying.
Oh no.
I think this is going to be very good for us.
Yes, I think this should be good.
All right, let's get off then.
The two of you travel up the ship and get on. The three of you, as you drive through Chicago, you actually drive past Kevin's lofts that you typically go for a meeting with Kevin. As you zoom past Michigan Avenue.
All right, we already stopped and got my clothes.
Yes,
Okay.
You've already gotten your clothes. So you stop by your haven, got a change. You find yourself kind of driving away towards the the heart of Chicago, and you find yourself outside of the Cabrini Green housing projects. There's not a lot of kindred know of this location. Kevin wanted it in a discreet place, so he chose one of his properties.
I gotta ask the question, because I don't think everyone's gonna. Why would he want us in this super exclusive meeting?
Well, the coterie has done a lot for Chicago, and it's done a lot for Kevin, so he's obviously become a bit of dependent.
Yeah.
He was really hoping to get Alistair there.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be disappointed when he sees Alistair's not here.
And Memphis not there.
Yeah, I got some explaining to do, but we'll be fine. I would rather get a hold of the situation, get a better understanding of what's happening.
All right, well, you're the new Alistair, so tell us what to do.
You kind of feel him slam on the brakes and pull off to the side of the road. Okay, I'm not replacing Alistair. We understand that,
yeah,
right?
You're like a
yeah,
substitute.
totally right.
You're like a substitute teacher. I don't know why I went there earlier.
Yeah, I also don't like my previous teacher calling me his substitute teacher.
I'm using a metaphor.
You're both older than me. You understand that, right?
Right. No, I'm like, yeah.
But we're both really incompetent, so we're just gonna,
Things happen.
I won't call you Alistair, but in my head, I'm gonna call you Alistair.
We just need someone to bring us in sometimes when we just get a little bit far out there, you know?
It'll be like, and I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do after this meeting is we're going to take some driving lessons together in a parking lot.
Right.
Thirdly.
On the motorcycle?
No, not on the Hayabusa. We're going to practice, and the two of you are going to learn how to drive a car.
I mean, I know how to drive. I just don't do it well.
And we're also not going to use the Uber app anymore.
Oh.
Huh.
Lyft?
No, no more Lyft, no more Ubers, no more getting the taxi cabs.
Do we get one of Alistair's cars while he's gone? Yeah, we can figure it out later. We should probably just get inside.
As Alistair's walking up on the ship, he stops and... Oh, Vlad.
Yes.
It's... Yeah, I'm... Every 45 minutes or so the last 2 years, I've just gotten this aching, pounding headache on the back of my head. And it just... It passed by this time. It passed by. Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
Before we leave. Ventru, obviously. I don't have such an open palate as you. And, to be frank, I kind of feel like it's rude of me to ask for refuge within your home and not tell you my palate. It is essentially the biggest honor a Ventru could give another kindred. My palate is rarely specific, but female in sex, and they must be in their early 20s, and they also must have come from a royal bloodline. Which sounds extremely hard, but you would be surprised how far family trees spread, and apparently there doesn't really seem to be any diminishing values to that, so...
You'll find that I tend to employ particular bloodlines. As you can see, as my annoyance earlier, he is a descendant of the original Frankenstein.
An actual descendant. I thought you were just calling them Frankenstein. Okay, alright. Wow, this is
Yes, so it'll be rather easy for me, especially where we're going to find royalty to fit your palate.
perfect, because I am thirsty.
Though, I should warn you,
And as you are walking out to the ship, you watch as the ship begins to push off and trail off into the water.
it is rather noisy in my castle these nights. I, unfortunately left my love with our child. So,
Did you say child or childer?
no. You could say I have the bitter pattern of little feet in my castle.
Oh. Alright then. Well, I'll be sure not to cause a ruckus.
As the ship leaves the harbor and begins to sail off into the lake, Chicago begins to become dimmer and dimmer as you watch as the Chicago skyline disappear in the horizon. Coterie. As Kaido composes himself and watches his gloved hands ring around the wheel. Okay, so this is a standard meeting. Nothing too crazy is gonna happen. The council should be there, so Diedrich will be there. And I can prove to you that he's safe, okay?
That's gonna take some convincing. Well, he can just come back with us, right?
Yeah, I don't see an issue with him coming back with you.
Good.
I should have some assets saved up from over the years working for Mr. Grayson. He pays quite a bit. So, let's get going. You see him pass by this gate. And, so you pass by this large gate that has the green logo on it. And he pulls up into the parking lot and parks the car. Alright, so it should be on the top floor for us. So the three of you pile out and begin to walk towards the building. Why don't you give me wits and awareness? I need a success of 3 from the two of you.
Two.
1.
Okay. So you start to approach the building, and you see several cars parked along the parking spaces. You can only imagine that it must belong to the occupants of this building. For a split second, you thought you recognized one of the vehicles, but you paid no mind to it. It must be one of the Primogen members or a vehicle you saw at Elysium's. Back to Alistair. Alistair, as you drift off into the distance with Vlad and you oversee the open water.
Tell me, Mr. Grayson, what will you miss the most about your homeland?
Homeland as in where we're leaving, or homeland as in where I'm from?
He looks back towards where Chicago's at.
No, your home.
That's what I thought you meant. Believe it or not, it's not the skyscrapers or the fancy yacht parties or really anything. I've had a very large hole in me for a long time, Vlad. Something that I've struggled to fill. And if it wasn't for bad decision and an Uber driver, I never would have found the family that I have now.
You feel his hand gently grab you on the shoulder.
That is good to hear.
So you two make off into the lake. You hear the faint sounds of sirens and emergency vehicles being deployed in the distance. Chicago is nothing but a low hue of light now. Rotary, as you begin to approach the building. All right. And don't worry about talking. I'll take care of. When you see this large explosion blast out from the top of the building, you watch as fire begins to engulf. You hear glass shatter as it becomes to plummet down towards you, as the flames and the explosion illuminate the darkness around you. You watch as Kaido, his face drops, and he starts to dart towards the building. So you hear fire sirens, you hear emergency vehicles being deployed, that fire illuminating the sky. We need to get going. Let's go now. And he starts to run towards the building. That ends season 3 for Chicago by Night.
What a cliffhanger of a season finale. Holy shit.
I hope, does Alistair see it in the skyline? And he's just like, God fucking damn it.
Can I add one thing? Not as Alistair. As that happens, I want the Winnebago.
Oh, hell
She
yeah.
comes screeching up as we hear Creedence Clearwater being blasted. And as the door opens up, Gator just comes out and looks right at Marilyn. Get in, there's no time.
Oh,
Tell you what,
no. Oh, no.
I'll allow it.
Yes.
So, hopefully you all enjoyed the story tonight, and you enjoyed the story so far. We're going to take a brief hiatus. Well, not brief. It's going to be a bit of a hiatus. So, thank you all for joining us in this chronicle. I deeply appreciate it to have such an audience like yourself and community members. Without your love and support, none of this would be possible. If you would have told me we would be sitting at a custom table and brand new cameras because of our patrons and having a Patreon for that matter, I wouldn't have believed it. What has started as a birthday gift to a friend has evolved into a chronicle I'm very proud of. So, thank you all. Thank you for being awesome players and amazing friends. And
Thank you for being an amazing ST.
Yes.
thanks.
Thank you. Great season.
Amazing chronicle.
And if there's no closing notes, thank you all for joining us.
We'll have After Dark. Obviously, we gotta have After Dark tomorrow. We'll have a little holiday theme, but we will be talking about Chicago by Night. There's no Death Attack, so it'll be pretty Chicago by Night heavy this week.
Yep.
So we're ready for all your questions.
I am so ready for some questions because there were so many things that happened this episode. I really hope you guys.
I think we're putting together some gingerbread houses.
Yeah. And just chilling. So that'll be 8 p.m. Central tomorrow.
All right. So, I miss saying this for a little bit, but remember, Kindred, the best time to tell stories is whenever it's near dark.
He said it.